needs fabric? We still have stock. If you need material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
Be nice if we had guns like that. I wouldn't be so fucking terrified of the Dream Thralls otherwise.
Guns like that? On our wages? Come on, be serious.
Maybe I should take up adventuring. Sell 1 or 2 fancy pots from those old ruins and I'd have enough, huh?
You want to get yourself killed? Go ahead.
Well, well, if it isn't the one who finally cleared out the mines. Glad to see you. And you'll be glad to hear I can bring the prices down, too. I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no. Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
If you knew how rare this stuff is, you wouldn't ask me to risk it.
All right, I said she would. You said she wouldn't. There's your bet.
Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the Highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested? If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Envoy, it's so good to see you alive and well. Peaceful. Like when we first made our way to Paradise so many years ago. We've settled in nicely and are starting to feel at home here.
Peaceful's an interesting word to use, love. The Dream Thralls are exceedingly aggressive out here.
Yes, well, the gods have been handling them just fine. I'll take it for now. How about you, Envoy? How have the Living Lands been treating you?
Well, that's what we like to hear. Isn't that right, love?
That it is. We might even have something to help you with your journey. Whoever lived here last must have left this armor behind. As beautiful as it is, Gladwine and I have no need of it. We'd like for you to have it.
Oh, no, thank you, Envoy, for everything.
Be safe out there, friend.
Oh, there he is. Come on, Chico. You can do this. Godlike! Winds above! You're really here! I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai! You're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work. Exactly! Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
Minowa, thank goodness I found you. I must share this with you.
You shouldn't have.
No, this is important. Stay a moment. Let me speak. Minowa, how thy waves do break upon my haggard shore. The horizon of thy smile maketh me broad in the beam.
Honestly, Umato.
In the fleet of love, thou art the admiral. Thy seagull cry pierceth my heart. Together, we sail smoothly as the stars guideth our way.
You're so creative.
Oh, you hesitate. Have I offended you somehow? Do you doubt my regard for you?
Well, you did compare me to a seagull.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor?
Fish! Get your fish!
You're telling me they nearly destroyed Fior?
Yes, and they stole my research on the Godless. I have to get it back.
Let it go, Yatsley. They'll kill you.
They can certainly try.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what Ludwig said to the Animancers as she tried to scorch their homes.
I know you're upset, Temerity, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research, and who knows what she plans for it. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. Does she intend to raise our home as well?
Maybe worse. Ludwig's goons stole all my research on the godless back in Fjord, and now she's a little too interested in the godless ruins here.
What do you mean? Oh, gods. And she's going into the ruins to get it. Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Reengrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. I didn't know they made adherents with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an archmage like Ringrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. Yes, and please, I don't need to know more. Ringrim's given me and my troops enough nightmares already. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunin ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerity. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. Any real soldier would know the worst crime against his brothers in arms is desertion. He should have stayed with them to the end. I'll make sure these badges are given to the surviving families. Give me the news. I just want this sordid story over with.
And so, that's how the mad Archmage Tane found himself in the Living Lands.
But no one's seen him, have they? What's he been up to if he really is here?
Who can say what Archmagi do with their time? Have any of you truly seen Reengrim? And yet, we all know her presence in these lands.
Give us another!
Would you care to share a tale with us, Envoy? Wonderful. Please, godlike, tell us of your travels. Thank you again, godlike. I'll have to practice your story so I can add it to my collection. There are so many wonderful
Damn my eyes. A child of Adir! Indulge an old soul, Envoy. I have a tale to tell. My dear Envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days. Ah, noble in mission and spirit both. Truly the Emperor chose his envoy well. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade. And now you are relegated to the fringes of the Empire, like me. Ugh, my maundering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga, they saw Adir with me, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Maybe the barkeep should cut him off.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table to share one last drink and part as friends. You would do that? Venture out into the wastes to look for them? I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Tawe, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you. Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Tawe. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul. She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms. Of course, you have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Another day, another drunkard. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I do for you? Are you kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Just a matter of when. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me? That's an understatement. You want to hawk wares, you come to Thirdborn. Legitimate, or, well, Nothing like Paradise, of course. But people here are a little more forgiving than the Adirans. Oh, no offense. Never thought an Adiran would opt out of proselytizing to me. Actually, I've been waiting for a few barrels of mead to come through. My supplier, Falkeen, has been sitting on it. Some Adiran oomph should change his mind. I'd be happy to reward you if you don't mind talking to him. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me? If you're going out to the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous.
one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor? You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor? Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help. Look, there's a great reward in it for whoever helps me. Wink. You won't regret it, I swear. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know. So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier. Oh, you know, I'm just an intensely private person. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. What? No! That's crazy! You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either. Ah, good. Thank you. Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Gods, they really burned out Esther's house.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, dearie.
needs fabric. We still have... Oh, you're back.
Don't tell me you're out of linen. We need to make bandages.
I don't know what you expect me to do. I can't just make more linen out of thin air.
What am I supposed to do? Do you want everyone to bleed out?
Does it even matter? There are always more injured and dying than there are supplies. It's hopeless.
There's gotta be a better way to fight dream thralls.
Don't see Addie hurting over it. They're out in Eagle's Reach like it's a training exercise. Well, if it's a training exercise they're running, surely they won't care if some supplies go missing.
Wouldn't that be a shame, huh?
Ah, the godlike hero. Stay safe out.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Subtle. Next time they ought to go for X marks the spot.
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill. Ah, hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help? We just keep the peace in and around town.
They used to break up tavern brawls and heated quarrels. Now you're, what, supervising everyone who's guarding the walls?
We're just a bit overwhelmed right now. Apparently, some here think I'm not doing enough. I'd like to see them try. Okay, well, don't do it again unless you got something to show me. Let me know when you've taken care of the Zaret. I've heard of throwing rocks at people, but not the other way around. It'll be good to have just a little less crime around here. Put him out of his misery, will you? Enjoy skeleton hunting, friend. Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone. Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Gods, I hope it's no one I know. I mean, how do you know this? Oh, perilous plants and where to pick them. Everyone loves that one. Laguna was looking for some light reading, and, well, that's what we had on hand. Beggars can't be choosers. You know how it goes. I'm sorry to press you on this, but how do you know it was him? I mean, plenty of folks have checked that one out. It could have been anyone. I appreciate your can-do attitude, Envoy. Gods know we need someone with a little enthusiasm for the law around here. But what you're bringing me is circumstantial. If I can find the time, sure. But I'm telling you, Nagunu is on the level. Was there anything else? Oh, you're back. What do you want? Something illegal in the only town for miles? You should sign up for the Tiranui. We could use smart folks like you. I'm sure something untoward is happening, but I can't do anything without proof.
Thirdborn's really come up in the world. You used to have to go to the big city for that kind of dysfunction.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good citizen. Make sure to come back once you've got something I can actually work with. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone.
Ah, isn't this a surprise? Oh, hello there. I thought our paths might cross again. As you can see, the good people of Thirdborn have welcomed us with open arms. Remarkable under the circumstances. The Dream Scourge has struck this place with violence, bloodshed, death. Not as combatants, perhaps, but as researchers. Though our work is slow, it shows promise. Now that we're under Thirdborn's protection, my animancers can get back to work. We've made a few improvements to the local fishing gear, tinkered on harpoons and the like. You might not believe it, but some of our farming equipment is back to working order. Not so fast, young man. We've made a tidy profit of our labor, and the others gathered a little something for you. Don't spend it all at once. Go on, then. Surely you have better places to be. No doubt the Adiran envoy has a message to deliver, or a foreboding parcel of some kind.
Good to see things are going well. A little good news never hurts.
If you need something, get over here and talk to me. What's taking you so long? Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Ah, like a cannonball on a rolling deck, that kid. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorops, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. And a fair wind, too. What a legend it is. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
Seems reasonable. Except for the part with the harpoons and the Leviathan dying.
Ah, well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? A trial, at the very least. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Regular traps I can handle. It's the ones that glow and hum that I can't deal with.
Good luck, godlike.